Spirit animals happens in a world called Eridus. We will follow 4 ordinary kids who come from different parts of this world, but are brought together because each of them has a spirit animal. When you have a spirit animal, there's a special bond between the person and the animal where they can both share amazing powers. And in Eridus, there's this ancient evil that is awakened, this huge threat is rising, and these kids end up on a quest to save their world. If they can't learn to work together and use the powers that their spirit animals have, all will be lost. It was really fun to do the research for spirit animals because I've always been interested in animals. I was the kind of kid that really liked to go to the zoo. And as I did my research, I got online a lot. I looked at videos of kind of how the animals move and behave, so hopefully I could describe that accurately. One of the fun facts I picked up is that the leopard spots are actually called rosettes. That's the name of that distinctive little shape that they make. To me, Eridus is kind of like an Earth that never was. We're like in the past of this alternate Earth. There's nations that sort of resemble some of our continents like Africa or like Asia, and yet we're in a world where people can bond with animals. So we introduce this supernatural element to a fairly familiar landscape. The first project I had to do in school was creative writing, and I wrote about a big green space lion having these adventures. It was kind of a blend of sci-fi and fantasy. And as I read books like Narnia and Lord of the Rings and kind of learned what fantasy could do, it sort of broke my brain, and I spent the rest of my life living with one foot in the real world and one foot elsewhere, trying to build these cool fantasy worlds where amazing adventures could happen. If you want to get good at writing, you need to read a lot and pay attention to how your favorite authors build their stories and build their scenes, and then write a lot. Practice building your own stories and your own scenes. As you write what you are most passionate about and what interests you the most, that'll give you the best chance that someone else might be interested as well. It's actually kind of a tricky question because a spirit animal isn't necessarily just the animal that's your favorite or the animal that's most like you. It might be an animal that really complements some of your weaknesses. For me, if I had to guess, I'd maybe say my spirit animal would be a dolphin. I think I would get along with a dolphin because I'm kind of goofy and kind of playful. But it would compensate for my weakness that I'm not like the best swimmer ever. And so maybe that would kind of work out.